Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nature class.
Let's check you're all here. Holly, Violet, Rosie and Strawberry. Good. Now hold hands. I don't want to lose any of you in the woods.
Nanny Plum, do we have to do nature class today? It's boring. Yes. All we do is learn the names of trees and mushrooms and frogs.
Now, girls. Every young fairy needs to know the names of trees and mushrooms.
And frogs?
And frogs. Up ahead is a lovely example of a mugwort flower.
Ben, Barnaby, Jake and Lizzie. Good. Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, wise old elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A wilted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, wise old elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise old elf, there's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a wilted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go.
Look!
Ah, an acorn.
Now, what does an acorn grow into?
Is the answer an oak tree?
I was asking the children.
Yes, but an oak tree is the right answer. What the wise old elf is trying to say is that this little acorn will grow into a huge oak tree.
Ooh! Cool. Can we see it grow now?
Oh, it will take years and years to grow into a tree.
Oh.
We could give it some magical help.
Nanny Plum, we agreed. No magic.
But look at the children's sad little faces. They'd so like to see the acorn grow into a tree.
No.
Please, Nanny Plum, make the acorn grow into a tree. Yes, please, Nanny Plum.
I'd love to, but it's up to the wise old elf.
Please, wise old elf.
Oh, very well.
I'll just do a little spell. Stand back, children.
Just a small tree, please.
Yes. Thunder and lightning, north wind blow, little acorn grow,
Wow!
Nanny Plum, is that your idea of a small tree?
It is big, isn't it? but I can easily make it smaller.
No, it's fine as it is. Well, let's move on. Next up, mushrooms.
Ah, good. Mushrooms.
Who can tell me what this is?
A toadstool.
Yes, correct. Now, you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very...
What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very sick.
Indeed. So, never, ever eat a toadstool.
Yes, wise old elf.
Of course, I expect the wise old elf would like to sit on it.
What?
Elves love sitting on toadstools.
Madam, I think you will find it is gnomes that sit on toadstools.
Elves, gnomes, whatever.
You would never catch an elf sitting on a toadstool.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Elf.
Hello, Holly. I see you found my special reading place. Ah, it just catches the sun at this time of day.
Yes. Here we have a toadstool.
With an elf on top.
Yes, with an elf on top.
He looks very happy.
Right, let's move on.
Yes, we have time for one last thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Elf.
Bye.
What do you think the last thing is?
I bet it's frogs. Nanny always shows us frogs. Yes, it'll be frogs.
Who can guess what we're going to see next?
Frogs.
Yes, we're going to look at frogs.
There aren't any frogs here.
Not one frog. Well, that's disappointing.
Can we go home now?
It's no problem. I'll turn one of us into a frog. Can I have a volunteer, please? Come on. Who wants to be a frog? Goodness, what a lot of miseries. I'll just have to do it myself. Zigzag zog, make me into a frog.
Wow!
A common frog. Look how slimy it is. And how smelly it is.
Stinky whiffy poo!
And how silly it sounds. Well, that brings today's nature class to a most satisfactory close. Nanny Plum, you can turn yourself back now.
I don't think Nanny Plum can turn herself back again.
She can't pick up her wand.
Oh, what a shame. Now, for your homework...
But Nanny Plum, we can't leave her as a frog.
Can't we? Oh, I suppose not. Which fairy wants to turn her back again?
Me!
All right. Holly, do your best.
I'm not sure what spell to use.
I'm sure Nanny Plum would want you to just have a go anyway.
OK, I'll try this. Abracazeri, frog to fairy. Oh, it worked.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oops. Sorry, Nanny.
You did very well, Holly. But you shook your wand a bit too hard. Abracazeri, frog to fairy.
Hooray!
You see, children, it's all in the wand control.
Yes,
Nanny Plum.
Fascinating, Mistress Plum. But if we might return to nature class for a...
Yes, children. What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that...
That brings today's nature class to a close.
That was the bestest ever nature class.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It was excellently cool.
Thank you, Barnaby.
So, from now on, Nanny Plum and the wise old elf always teach us nature class together.
All right.
Oh, if you insist.
Hooray!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
King Thistle's new clothes.
The pink dress or the blue dress? Mummy, I can't decide.
The pink one looks nice on you, Holly. But what about me? Green or yellow or turquoise?
Ben, what do you think?
Maybe the pink one for you and the greeny blue one for your mum.
Green, blue, yellow, purple? What's all this fuss about?
King and Queen Marigold are coming to visit today, remember?
Oh, yes.
They are very fashionable and I don't want them to think we look scruffy.
Who looks scruffy?
You look scruffy.
Do I?
Yes, Daddy.
What do you think, Ben? Man to man. Do I look scruffy?
Maybe you could be a tiny bit smarter.
That is why I have ordered the elf tailor to make you some new clothes. And you must have a bath.
OK.
The elf tailor.
That's just the wise old elf.
I'll have you know, I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a qualified tailor.
Oh, I see. Carry on, then. I'm off to have a bath.
But hurry up. Our guests will be here soon.
King Thistle's new clothes, Your Majesty.
Ooh, lovely. But is this fashionable?
This is a classic cut, made from the finest woolen fabrics, Your Majesty.
Oh, very nice.
Please, don't prod it, Nanny Plum. It's a very delicate fabric, which means you must not clean it with magic.
Yes, yes. Thank you, tailor. Bye.
Goodbye.
Can you see that speck of dirt there, Holly?
I can't see anything, Mummy.
Nanny Plum, can you see that speck of dirt?
Where? There?
No. There.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Mummy, you've made Daddy's new clothes dirty.
So I have. And King and Queen Marigold will be here soon. Nanny, have you got time to clean it?
Leave it with me, Your Majesty.
Nanny Plum, can Ben and I help you?
Of course. That's a fair old stain.
How are we going to clean it?
The elf tailor said we shouldn't use magic.
That's all right. We'll just throw it in the washing machine.
But the elf tailor said it was very delicate.
What does an elf know about washing clothes?
He makes them.
He might make clothes, but he hasn't washed as many as I have. We'll need lots of soap powder.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Of course it's a good idea. Nothing clothes like better than a good, hot, soapy wash. You know, as we're doing a wash, we should clean the king's old clothes as well.
His scruffy clothes?
Yes.
OK.
La 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 la.
Daddy,
Yes?
we're going to wash all your clothes.
OK.
Shoes and crown too, Nanny.
Why not? Then everything will be clean.
La 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 la.
Here are the clothes, Nanny.
Fantastic. In they go. There. Now we let the washing machine do all the work. It's all very clever and scientific.
What's it doing?
That's the first wash cycle.
Now what's it doing?
It's rinsing all the soap out. It's very clever.
Finished.
Yes. Now let's see if all that soap got that stain out.
Oh, Daddy's crown is a bit bent.
And his shoes are all soggy.
Oh dear. Were the king's clothes always this small?
They've shrunk.
Nanny Plum, are the king's clothes clean?
That's Mummy.
Nearly ready, Your Majesty.
Nanny, what are we going to do?
Maybe when the clothes are dry, they'll go back to their normal size.
Yes, Ben. I'll just do a simple spell to dry them.
But the tailor said you shouldn't use magic.
Oh, I'll only use a teeny tiny gentle little spell. Ahem. Abracadabra, make clothes dry. Thunder and lightning, flame and fire!
Nanny Plum, quick, give me the king's new clothes. Our guests will be here any minute. Where are the clothes, Nanny Plum? And what's that smell?
We washed Daddy's clothes, but they shrunk.
And then Nanny burnt them with magic.
My goodness. Daddy will have to wear his old clothes then, I suppose.
But we cleaned Daddy's old clothes too.
What? You mean he has no clothes to wear?
Yes.
Hello. Where are my clothes?
Nearly ready, darling.
I'm all clean now.
Nanny will bring you your clothes in a moment.
And I smell lovely.
Nanny, call the elf tailor. Ah, too late. That's King and Queen Marigold. What are we going to do now?
We can make magic clothes.
Nanny, can you do that?
If you insist, Queen Thistle, but magic clothes can be a bit tricky.
Hello? Anyone there?
They're here.
Just make the magic clothes, Nanny. I'll go and see to our guests.
As you wish, Your Majesty. First, we need something to turn into shoes.
Lemons?
No, they need to be shoe-shaped. Ah!
Carrots.
Now we need something round and juicy for the jacket.
A lemon?
No, a tomato. What can we use for the crown?
Ah, Holly. You remember King and Queen Marigold?
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello. And this is my best friend, Ben Elf.
Hello, Ben.
I must say your clothes are quite, charming.
Yes, nice and, sensible.
Oh, is it the country look?
I think the way one dresses is very important.
My husband won't be a moment. He's just changing into his new clothes.
New clothes? That sounds interesting.
Well, it is an experiment.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Outstanding. Oh.
Really? Well, the jacket feels a bit soggy, actually.
It looks wonderful.
So fresh and exciting. Oh.
We were just saying how important it is to think carefully about what you wear.
Oh, I don't think I think at all.
Oh, I say.
Oh, what's that?
Yes, I was worried that might happen. Tricky things, magic clothes.
Silly Daddy. You've got a lemon on your head.
This is nothing to do with me. My wife chose it.
That is amazing.
Awesome.
I've never seen anything like it. Absolute genius.
Self-transforming clothes? I would never have thought of that.
And you say that you don't think about what you wear.
You know more about fashion than we ever could.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Now, tell me, have you ever considered teaching fashion? Oh.
Nanny Plum, could you make us something for dinner, please?
Of course, Your Majesty. I can make you anything you like, as long as you don't want carrots, tomatoes or lemons.
Today's adventure starts at the Royal Golf Course.
The Royal Golf Course.
It is simple, really. To play golf, you just hit the ball into the hole. There.
Is that it?
It's a bit boring.
It would be more fun if we had little hills to hit the ball up and down.
Knocking your ball up hills and around corners is called crazy golf.
That sounds great.
Please, Daddy, can we play crazy golf?
We are playing normal golf.
Wow! Where did these hills come from?
Daddy must have magicked them. Thanks, Daddy.
I didn't magic these hills.
Then who did?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Wise old elf,
Good morning, King Thistle.
who made these hills on my golf course?
A mole, Your Majesty.
Well, get rid of it.
We've been trying to chase it away all morning, Your Majesty.
Don't you know how to get rid of moles, wise old elf?
No.
Then who does?
Nanny Plum. She can talk to it. She speaks all animal languages.
Of course. Nanny!
Yes, Your Majesty?
Ah, Nanny Plum. You talk to animals, don't you?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Then can you tell this mole to leave my golf course?
No, Your Majesty.
What?
I can't speak mole. It's one of the more difficult animal languages, along with aardvark.
But can't you use magic to get rid of the mole?
There is one magical method to get rid of moles, but unfortunately, it uses a gnome.
What's that?
A gnome, Your Majesty, is a sort of elf with a big tummy.
What? Gnomes are nothing like elves. They eat too much, talk too much, and never do any work.
I don't care what you use, just get rid of that mole.
OK, I'll fetch us a gnome.
Where am I?
Hello, Mr. Gnome. I've called you here to get rid of some moles.
It will be my pleasure. I like trees, they're not like peas, custard creams or goo. I'll sing my song and strum along with a fol-de-dol-de-doo.
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Thank you, Gnome. How much do I owe you?
Oh, I'm not finished yet, Your Majesty. If I go now, the mole will come back.
What? Then you must stay, as long as it takes.
Of course, getting rid of moles uses a lot of energy, and my tummy is very empty.
Nanny Plum, get this gnome some food.
Very well, Your Majesty.
A sack of cheese sandwiches with a bucket of tea.
I say, you are hungry.
I will also need some workers.
Absolutely. Wise old elf, I command you to do whatever the gnome says.
As you wish. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Not at all. Just let me know when you're finished so I can play my golf.
Of course, Your Royalness. I am the wise old elf. I look after this royal golf course, and my knowledge of it is second to none. Can you use a shovel? Yes. Good. The first job is to flatten these hills.
My name's Ben.
And I'm Princess Holly, but you can call me Holly.
That's nice. You can call me Mr. Gnome. I need a deck chair and a fishing rod.
Why do you need a fishing rod on a golf course?
So I can pretend to fish.
Pretend to fish?
Moles don't like it when I pretend to fish. Now quick, before the mole comes back.
Abracadabra, cheese sandwiches. 1 bucket of tea.
Nanny Plum! Nanny Plum! Mr. Gnome needs a deck chair and a fishing rod quickly.
So he can pretend to fish.
Oh dear, I thought this might happen.
We have flattened all the hills, so, goodbye.
Thank you, wise old elf. I will also be needing a windmill.
What? A working windmill is a very difficult thing to build.
Oh, it mustn't actually work. No, just pretend, but with sails that go round.
Oh, all right.
Sandwiches, tea.
Deck chair and fishing rod.
Most kind.
What's that noise?
Wise old elf, what are you doing?
We're building a pretend windmill for the gnome.
A pretend windmill?
Yes, it mustn't actually work. It's just silly.
But it looks fun.
Can Holly and I help you?
Oh, yes, please. Now we can fix the sails.
Finished.
Is it dinner time already?
Not really.
Could you get me a bucket of custard and a big jar of pickles, please? Oh, and some plastic flowers.
You're going to eat plastic flowers?
No, that would be silly. They go with the windmill. Ah, good work, wise old elf.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Finally, I will need a little bridge.
What?
A plastic well and a little picket fence.
So he wants a bucket of custard and a big jar of pickles?
Yes.
I knew it. I should never have used a gnome.
What's wrong with gnomes?
Ugh. They make everyone else work while they just eat and sleep.
Grumbling again, Nanny. I say, are we going on a picnic?
No, Daddy. This is food for Mr. Gnome.
What are we going to eat for dinner, Nanny?
There's no food left, Your Majesty. The gnome has eaten it all.
Nanny, remember that Mr. Gnome needs plastic flowers too.
Plastic flowers?
They go with the windmill.
Windmill? I'd better see what this gnome is up to.
Thank you, wise old elf. I couldn't have done a better job myself.
Ooh, look! A pretty bridge.
I can see you've certainly been working hard, gnome.
Yes, your kingliness.
So, when will it be safe for you to leave?
Oh, well, I don't think it ever will be, your royalness.
What?
I might have to stay here forever.
But what about my golf?
I won't get in your way.
But you are in my way.
Ooh, custard and pickles.
I can't play golf with all this stuff around.
I know. We can play crazy golf.
Yes, crazy golf. This crazy golf is much better than the other kind.
Yes. Daddy, do you want us to teach you how to play crazy golf? It's fun.
Oh, OK. What do I do?
Just hit the ball through the little windmill.
And into the hole.
This is fun.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
A trip to the seaside.
There, fully wound up. Let's set off to the seaside.
But, Dad, we have to wait for Princess Holly.
Well, where is she? It's almost 9 o'clock.
Dum-de-dum-de-doo-doo-dum-de.
Where is Holly?
Relax, Mr. Elf. We're on holiday.
But Princess Holly's late.
Fairies are always late.
Dum-de-dum. Hi, Ben.
Oh, hi, Holly.
I'm not too early, am I?
No, Princess Holly. You're just in time.
Now we're all here. Let's go. We might make the seaside by lunchtime.
If you want to get to the seaside quickly, I could try magicking us there.
I'd rather you didn't do any magicking today, Holly.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Elf.
You see, Holly, you're coming on an elf day trip.
Elves don't do magic.
And we're elves.
Hop in, everyone. Seaside, here we come. Here's the timetable. 1 o'clock, eat lunch. 2, play in the sand. 3, tidy up. 4, leave seaside, arriving home at 4:30 precisely.
Dad, it's a holiday.
Sorry, Ben. It's just that I'm not used to having a day off.
You work too hard, Mr. Elf. Please try and relax today.
I'll do my best, Mrs. Elf. Here we are, the seaside.
Yippee! The sea!
And sand.
Oh, I love the seaside. Come on, let's have lunch.
Good idea. I'm hungry.
Me too.
Here's our picnic basket.
Ooh, I love picnic baskets. You just tell them what you want and they magic up food.
This is an elf picnic. There won't be any magic.
Oh,
Mrs. Elf always makes a really lovely picnic.
Thanks, Mr. Elf. But of course you made the picnic this time.
Didn't you make it? Oh.
what's wrong?
We forgot to bring the picnic.
We just brought an empty basket.
But that's what I was saying. We fairies always take an empty basket on picnics. Magic basket, please. Can I have, spaghetti bolognese? Oh, it's still empty.
That's because...
It isn't a magic basket.
It's just an empty basket.
Can't it even magic us a packet of crisps?
No.
Oh,
Holly, remember what I said about not needing any magicking today?
yes, Mr. Elf?
Well, this is an emergency. So if you wouldn't mind doing a bit of...
Magicking! You want me to do magicking?
Yes, please.
I do know a spell for magic jelly.
No, not magic jelly.
Right. Too dangerous. I could try an ice cream spell. That's easy.
And there's no chance of that spell going wrong.
Silly Ben. Spells nearly always go a bit wrong. That's what makes them fun.
Well, without magic, we're not going to have anything to eat.
That's right. Please, Holly, do your spell.
Abracadabra! Ice cream!
Hooray!
I'm afraid it's only vanilla. I don't know how to magic other flavours yet.
That's fine. Vanilla is my favourite.
Delicious.
Maybe magic can be useful sometimes. Thank you, Princess Holly.
You're welcome.
What shall we do next?
Make sandcastles.
I love making sandcastles. What's the spell for sandcastles?
Holly, you don't need a spell to make sandcastles. You fill the bucket with sand, turn it over, give it a tap, and bingo! A sandcastle!
Cool! Can I have a go? Bingo!
Ho, ho, ho! We'll make an elf of you yet, Holly.
Can we build a castle big enough for us to go inside?
We'd need a huge bucket to make a sandcastle that big.
Like that one?
That's a very huge bucket.
It must have been left by big children.
There aren't any big people here now.
Good thing. Big people have big feet, and you never know where they're going to step.
Look, they've left some spades.
Let's build a big sandcastle for Princess Holly. It can be our thank you for lunch.
Good idea, Mr. Elf.
Can I help?
No, no, no. Please just relax and enjoy watching elves doing what elves do best.
What do elves do best?
Elves are best at...
Making things.
And we're elves.
Heave-ho, heave-ho, dig-ho, dig-dig-ho, dig-dig-dig-dig-dig.
Heave-ho, heave-ho, over you go.
Princess Holly, would you do the honours by tapping the bucket?
Lift ho, lift ho.
Bingo! Can we go inside?
But there isn't a door.
I'll soon sort that out. There's your door.
Since this is our very own castle, I've decided I'm not Princess Holly anymore. I am Queen Holly.
And I am King Ben.
My, it's almost home time.
Oh, Dad, can't we stay in the castle a little bit longer?
But the tide will be coming in soon and...
Please, Mr. Elf, please can we stay a bit?
Just a little bit, then.
We'll pack the car, but you must come when we call you.
Yes, Mum.
We promise. Oh, look, the sea is coming closer.
That's great. Soon the castle will have a moat.
Oh, Holly almost left her wand behind.
Talking of Holly, let's fetch the children.
I don't want to go home. I want to stay in our castle forever and ever.
Oh, goodness. Look how high the sea is.
Ben! Holly! Leave the castle now!
We can't leave. The sea's too high.
Holly, you can fly to the shore.
Okay. No, it's too windy to fly.
Holly? Maybe it's time to do a little magic.
Yes, I'll just wave my wand and... Oh, where's my wand?
Here's your wand, Holly. I can throw it to you.
But what if it falls in the sea?
Don't worry, Holly. Mrs. Elf is very good at throwing things.
And I'm great at catching.
Okay. Don't worry, wand. Ben will catch you.
Ready, Ben?
Yes, Mum.
1, 2, 3, row!
Hooray! Thanks, Ben. Now for the magicking bit. Sun, sea and sand. Put Ben and me on dry land.
Hooray! Well done.
It's so nice to have you back, Wand. I knew Ben would catch you.
Thanks, Holly. And I knew you could magic us to safety.
Yes, the rescue was a perfect mix of fairy magic and elf skill.
Here's to elf skill.
And here's to fairy magic.
Today's adventure starts at the meadow.
Betty Caterpillar. To you, Gaston.
To you, Ben.
To you, Holly.
To you, Bobby Bee.
Whoa! Who are you?
It's a caterpillar. Hello. Ben, can you speak caterpillar language?
Not really.
It sounds like she's saying Betty.
Hello, Betty.
We're playing with our friends, Gaston the ladybird and Bobby Bee. Would you like to play too? That must mean yes.
Let's play racing. Fastest across the meadow is the winner.
Can we fly?
No flying and no magic.
Okay.
Ready, steady, go! Wow! Look at Betty go!
Wow! Well done, Betty.
How about Gaston showing us some tricks?
Good idea, Ben. We can sit and watch for a bit. Look, Betty Caterpillar is sad.
I think she feels a bit left out. I know how to cheer her up.
Oh, good. Go on then, Ben.
Don't be sad, Betty. Flying isn't everything. Elves can't fly, and I'm an elf.
That didn't cheer her up much. Maybe I can make her fly by magic.
Can you do that?
I think so. Abracadabra, fly, Betty, fly. Wow, it worked. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen.
We need to rescue her.
I could do another spell.
No, I've got a better idea. Yahoo! Whoa, steady, Betty. Whoa. That's better.
Brilliant.
Hello, Holly.
Oh, hello, Daddy.
Whoa!
What on earth is going on?
Ben's in a spot of bother.
Whoa!
Ah, I see.
Help!
Flippity-flop! Stop! What were you doing to that poor creature?
We were just trying to help her. Betty's sad that she can't fly.
I see. Well, you needn't worry. She'll be flying soon enough on her own.
How?
Well, because she's one of those, insect things.
A caterpillar?
Thank you, Ben. Yes, a caterpillar. And they change, don't they?
Do they?
Of course they do. So you've nothing to worry about.
Right.
If you want to help, you can find her some leaves to eat.
So if we want to help her fly, we have to find more leaves?
Exactly. She needs to eat lots and lots of leaves.
Why?
You'll see. First, gather up the leaves.
OK, let's see who can get the most leaves.
OK, you're on.
Oh, do you think we fed Betty too many leaves?
Yes, she is a tiny bit fat.
There's no way she'll ever fly.
That's better. She's a good weight now.
Daddy, how can this help Betty fly?
Oh, you'll see.
Home time!
Ah, that's Nanny Plum calling me in.
Ben! Home time!
And that's my dad. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Ben. Good night, Betty. Daddy told us to feed Betty, but now she's so big she'll never fly. Daddy must be wrong.
Holly, Daddy's never wrong. He's a king and he's very, wise.
But how will Betty fly?
Wait and see. Good night, Holly.
Good night, Mummy.
But how will Betty Caterpillar fly?
Well, she won't exactly be a caterpillar anymore.
I don't get it.
You will tomorrow. Good night, Ben.
Good night, Dad.
Morning time. Ben!
Holly!
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
Oh, where's Betty?
I don't know. But look at that.
Ugh. What is it?
Don't know, but it wasn't here yesterday.
Hiya. Hi, Violet. Hi, Strawberry. Ugh. What's that?
We don't know.
It's a cocoon. Caterpillars make them. So, is Betty Caterpillar inside? Yes, but when she comes out, she won't be a caterpillar anymore.
What will she be?
Maybe a frog. A frog? Or maybe a bird. I see. Betty Caterpillar's going to turn into a bird. Then she'll fly.
Ah, a cocoon.
Yes, Daddy. Betty Caterpillar is inside it.
And when she comes out, she'll be able to fly.
Because she'll be a bird.
Actually, caterpillars don't normally change into birds.
Do they change into frogs?
Not frogs either.
But what will she?
Hello, Betty.
Oh, she looks the same.
She's got wings.
Wow, she's a butterfly.
Betty Butterfly.
Look, they're all flying together.
She looks really happy. Let's join them. Now everyone can fly.
I can't fly.
Ben, I thought elves were rather good at using ladybirds to fly.
That's right. Elves can fly on ladybirds. And I'm an elf. Gaston! Thanks, Gaston. Giddy up, giddy up. Yee-haw!
Betty Butterfly.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Queen Holly.
Children, your mother and I are going away for the day on royal business.
Which means you will be at home, alone with Nanny Plum.
Ooh.
Everything will be fine, Your Majesties.
So no funny business. I don't want to come home to find the kingdom covered in frogs or jelly or anything.
No, Daddy.
Because while we're away, you represent King and Queen Thistle.
Does that mean I can be queen?
Well, I suppose it does.
Just for today.
Brilliant.
Magic car, drive on. Bye.
Be good.
Bye-bye. Queen Holly. I like the sound of that. Hello, I'm Queen Holly.
Oh, hello, Ben.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Holly's much too busy to play today. She has a kingdom to run.
Ben, come up here, quick.
OK. Hi, Holly.
Queen Holly to you.
What?
Mummy and Daddy have gone on a trip today and left me in charge of the whole kingdom.
Wow.
So I'm Queen Holly.
Hello.
Hello, Nanny Plum. I've come to collect Ben Elf. It's time for school.
OK, I'll just...
Nanny, send the wise old elf up. I'll sort this out.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Enter.
Hello, Princess Holly.
I'm not Princess Holly. I am Queen Holly today.
I've got no time for these fun and games. I've come to collect Ben for school.
Oh. Wait, Ben. Mummy and Daddy are away today, so I am in charge of the whole kingdom.
Is this true, Nanny Plum?
I'm afraid so.
And I have just decided that Ben does not have to go to school today. It's the law.
Well, this is most unusual.
In fact, there'll be no school for anyone today.
No school for anyone?
Yes, it's the law, because I am Queen Holly.
As you wish, Queen Holly. Oh, dear. The children will be most upset when they hear the news. Children, I'm afraid Queen Holly has informed me there will be no school today.
Hooray! Hooray! What's that noise? Hooray! No school! Thank you, wise Queen Holly. Hooray! Shush! Today shall be a holiday for everyone, even grown-ups.
Even the wise old elf.
And Nanny Plum.
Oh.
No one's allowed to work. It's the law.
But what shall we do all day?
Play games.
Yes, you've got to play games and be happy because I am Queen Holly. Thank you, Queen Holly.
Right, Mr. Elf. Next on the list, a delivery of food for the little castle.
Right ho, Mrs. Elf. Gosh, what a busy day.
Yes, but elves like being busy.
And
we're
we're elves. Make way, elf at work.
There's no work today, Mr. Elf. It's a holiday.
Is this true, wise old elf?
I'm afraid so.
But I've got an urgent delivery of food for the little castle.
I suggest you come back tomorrow.
Righty-ho, bye.
Bye. Talking of food, I'm getting a bit hungry. Me too. And me. And me.
Queen Holly! We're hungry!
Very well. I command you to eat something. Being queen is easy peasy. But no one has made any food. Everyone's on holiday. Oh.
Queen Holly, if you would allow the elves back to work, we could make everyone lunch.
No. You all have to have a nice day's holiday. It's the law. But we're hungry. We need food. I'll make food. Hooray! Now, what do you eat on holiday?
Ice cream.
Yes, that's it. You shall all eat ice cream.
Hooray! Thank you, Queen Holly!
Where are we going? To the kitchen. We can use Nanny Plum's cauldron to make the ice cream.
Oh, are you going to make the ice cream with magic?
Of course I am.
But Holly, your spells don't always work out quite right.
Making ice cream is easy peasy. Watch. Abracadoo, abracabong. Ice cream for everyone all day long. See, it worked.
Wow. Ice creams for everyone!
Ooh, thank you.
I'll be back with more. Oh, there's quite a lot. Will it stop soon?
I think I told it to make ice cream all day long.
Oh, dear.
We'll soon be home.
Yes, and it's good to see that the kingdom isn't flooded with frogs or jelly or anything.
Yes, Holly must be behaving herself.
There's too many ice creams.
Make it stop, Holly. Make it stop.
Siggity, stop. Stop. Stop.
And you. That's better.
Oi! Where's our ice cream?
Goodness me!
I did try to stop it, Nanny, but it got worse.
Well, thank goodness the King and Queen aren't here to see all this mess.
It's the King and Queen.
Hooray!
It's very nice of you all to welcome us home like this.
May I be the first to say how pleased we are to see you back again, Your Majesties. While you were away...
Yes. I'm a bit tired, so if you'll excuse me.
Stop! Maybe you should go for a little walk, Your Majesty. I've just got a bit of tidying up to do inside.
Thank you, Nanny Plum, but all I want to do now is have a nice bath. Ah, ice cream.
I'm sorry, Daddy. It's all my fault. I tried to be a good queen and make everybody happy, but it's a lot harder than you'd think.
Yes, Holly, I know it is. Especially with elves. Elves are never happy.
We are happy when we are busy.
Elves like being busy.
And we're elves!
In that case, I command you to go back to work at once.
Hooray!
And your first job will be to clean up all this ice cream.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
3 cheers for King Thistle.
And Queen Holly.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Today's adventure starts at the frog pond.
Tadpoles.
For today's nature class, we shall be studying the pond.
Ooh.
Some creatures live on land, like elves.
Oh.
Some creatures live in water, like fish.
Ah.
Others live in water and on land, like...
Frogs.
Good, Ben. Who can tell me what frogs like to eat?
Ice cream.
Ho, no, Princess Holly. Does anyone else know?
Is it flies?
Correct, Barnaby. Frogs eat flies. Would you like to see where frogs come from?
Yes, yes.
Very well. Here we are.
Ooh.
Frogs lay eggs called frog spawn.
They don't look like frogs.
Oh, we'll have to wait a few days to see. Now, who's going to look after our frog spawn?
I will.
Really, Princess Holly?
Yes, please.
Very well. I'll help you take them home to the little castle.
Hooray!
Da da dum, do da dee da, da da la la, dum dum dee da, da la la dee da da da.
Nanny Plum! Nanny Plum!
Hello, Princess Holly. How did your lesson go?
It was great. We learned all about frog spawn, and I've got some homework to do.
That's very nice.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Where do you want the frog spawn?
Goodness me! Frog spawn?
You always said I should learn more about nature, Nanny.
Yes. But I didn't expect it to be in my kitchen.
It was great today, Mummy. We learned all about frogs, and I've got some homework to do.
That's nice, darling. Good night.
Good night, Mummy. Morning time. Good morning, frog spawn. Oh, where did those little fish come from?
Those aren't fish, Holly. They're tadpoles.
Hello, tadpoles. What are tadpoles, Nanny?
They're baby frogs. They hatched from the frog spawn.
Wow.
I'm a bit of an expert on frogs. By tomorrow, they'll have changed again.
Ooh. They start off as frog spawn and then they get little fishy tails and they're called tadpoles.
Oh, you seem to know an awful lot about frogs.
Nanny's teaching me all about them. Do you like frogs, Daddy?
Of course. As long as they keep to their pond and don't bother anyone, they can be a bit slimy and disgusting.
Daddy!
Good night, Holly.
Morning time! Good morning, tadpoles! The tadpoles have got legs! Wow, that's amazing!
Yes, Holly, but it'll be even more amazing later.
Ooh! Mummy! I want to show you something.
What is it, Holly?
Come and see. I can't see my tadpoles anymore.
Tadpoles?
They must be invisible. Nanny, did you do a spell on them?
No, Holly.
So where are they?
Oh dear. I think the king has found them.
Where did this come from? Ugh.
Really? What a fuss over such a little creature.
My tadpoles!
Your tadpoles have turned into frogs, Princess Holly.
Tadpoles? Frogs? What on earth is going on?
Daddy, I did tell you I had some homework. Here, froggies. This way. This is my room. And these are my toys. Crank, 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 crank. Let's play hide and seek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming, ready or not. Found you. Let's play another game. Hop, hop, hop.
Bedtime, Princess Holly.
Nanny, say hello to my friends. Fluffy, Tiddles, Mopsy and Ben.
Hello?
Good night, froggies. Good morning, Ben.
Are you coming out to play, Holly?
I'm a bit busy, Ben. I'm playing with my frogs.
Frogs?
This one's very good at running and jumping. I've called him Ben.
Oh.
See you later.
OK. Bye. Oh.
Do something about these frogs. Please, Nanny Plum.
They do seem to be getting bigger.
And noisier.
If they're smaller, perhaps they'll be quieter. Slimy eaters of flies, shrink to half your size. Oh, they're smaller, but somehow I seem to have made more of them. Shall I try the spell again?
Maybe not.
Froggy, froggy.
Frogs belong in water.
Yes, Daddy. Daddy says frogs belong in water. So, let's magic the courtyard into a paddling pool. We won't be needing that door. Bye-bye, door. Good. Now we can fill the courtyard with water. Water, water, splish, splash, splosh. There you go, froggies. A paddling pool. Daddy will be pleased.
That's odd. Where's the door gone?
It was there earlier.
No problem. I'll magic it back.
Oh, no! Sorry, froggies.
Holly Thistle, did you do this?
Yes, Daddy. You said the frogs needed water, so I made them a paddling pool.
That's enough. The frogs must go.
Oh. Off you go. Shoo.
Hi, Ollie. Are you OK?
No. Daddy says I've got to send my frogs back to the pond, but they won't go.
What we need is a clever plan to move them. Elves are very good at clever plans, and I'm an elf.
So what is your clever plan?
We'll play leapfrog. You jump over my back and I'll jump over yours.
Hoopla!
Hoopla!
How's this going to help? Hoopla!
Hoopla! Look, they're following us.
Hoopla!
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 Hoopla! Here we are, the pond.
Well done, Ben. Thank goodness they're not in the castle anymore.
But, Daddy, I'll miss them.
Don't worry, Princess Holly. They'll come back to the castle one day.
Why?
Frogs always return to the place where they hatched to lay their eggs.
Oh.
Yippity-doo-dah!
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nature class.
Let's check you're all here. Holly, Violet, Rosie and Strawberry. Good. Now hold hands. I don't want to lose any of you in the woods.
Nanny Plum, do we have to do nature class today? It's boring. Yes. All we do is learn the names of trees and mushrooms and frogs.
Now, girls. Every young fairy needs to know the names of trees and mushrooms.
And frogs?
And frogs. Up ahead is a lovely example of a mugwort flower.
Ben, Barnaby, Jake and Lizzie. Good. Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, wise old elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A wilted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, wise old elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise old elf, there's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a welted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go.
Look!
Ah, an acorn.
Now, what does an acorn grow into?
Is the answer an oak tree?
I was asking the children.
Yes, but an oak tree is the right answer. What the wise old elf is trying to say is that this little acorn will grow into a huge oak tree.
Ooh! Cool. Can we see it grow now?
Oh, it will take years and years to grow into a tree.
We could give it some magical help.
Nanny Plum, we agreed. No magic.
But look at the children's sad little faces. They'd so like to see the acorn grow into a tree.
No.
Please, Nanny Plum, make the acorn grow into a tree.
Yes.
Please, Nanny Plum.
I'd love to, but it's up to the wise old elf.
Please. wise old elf.
Oh, very well.
I'll just do a little spell. Stand back, children.
Just a small tree, please.
Yes, yes. Thunder and lightning, north wind blow, little acorn grow, grow, grow!
Wow!
Nanny Plum. Is that your idea of a small tree?
It is big, isn't it? But I can easily make it smaller.
No, it's fine as it is. Let's move on. Next up, mushrooms.
Ah, good. Mushrooms.
Who can tell me what this is?
A toadstool.
Yes, correct. Now, you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very...
What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very sick.
Indeed. So, never, ever eat a toadstool.
Yes, wise old elf.
Of course, I expect the wise old elf would like to sit on it.
What?
Elves love sitting on toadstools.
Madam, I think you will find it is gnomes that sit on toadstools.
Elves, gnomes, whatever.
You would never catch an elf sitting on a toadstool.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Elf.
Hello, Holly. I see you found my special reading place. Ah, it just catches the sun at this time of day.
Yes. Here we have a toadstool.
With an elf on top.
Yes, with an elf on top.
He looks very happy.
Right, let's move on.
Yes, we have time for one last thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Elf.
Bye.
What do you think the last thing is?
I bet it's frogs. Nanny always shows us frogs. Yes, it'll be frogs.
Who can guess what we're going to see next?
Frogs.
Yes, we're going to look at frogs.
There aren't any frogs here.
Not one frog. Well, that's disappointing.
Can we go home now?
It's no problem. I'll turn one of us into a frog. Can I have a volunteer, please? Come on. Who wants to be a frog? Goodness, what a lot of miseries. I'll just have to do it myself. Zigzag zog, make me into a frog.
Wow!
A common frog. Look how slimy it is. And how smelly it is.
Stinky whiffy poo!
And how silly it sounds. Well, that brings today's nature class to a most satisfactory close. Nanny Plum, you can turn yourself back now.
I don't think Nanny Plum can turn herself back again.
She can't pick up her wand.
Oh, what a shame. Now, for your homework...
But Nanny Plum, we can't leave her as a frog.
Can't we? Oh, I suppose not. Which fairy wants to turn her back again?
Me!
All right. Holly, do your best.
I'm not sure what spell to use.
I'm sure Nanny Plum would want you to just have a go anyway.
OK, I'll try this. Abracazeri, frog to fairy. Oh, it works.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oops. Sorry, Nanny.
You did very well, Holly. But you shook your wand a bit too hard. Abracazeri, frog to fairy.
Hooray!
You see, children, it's all in the wand control.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Fascinating, Mistress Plum.
But if we might return to nature class for a...
Yes, children. What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that...
That brings today's nature class to a close.
That was the bestest ever nature class.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It was excellently cool.
Thank you, Barnaby.
So, from now on, Nanny Plum and the wise old elf always teach us nature class together.
All right.
Oh, if you insist.
Hooray!
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
The toy robot. Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ben. Coming out to play.
I'll be right down. Hi, Gaston.
Let's play in the meadow.
Gaston, fetch.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Barnaby.
What are you doing? We're throwing sticks for Gaston.
Gaston likes fetching sticks. Oh, that's not a stick.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Strawberry.
What's that? It looks like a tin arm.
Gaston, where did you find this?
Wow! What's that?
It's a toy robot.
Ooh! It's a bit broken. We could mend it with magic.
No thanks, Strawberry.
We'll fix it the elf way. Elves are very good at fixing things.
And we're elves. There, finished.
Ooh. So, will it talk? Will it make me a cup of tea?
No, it's just a toy robot. It'll do this.
That's a bit boring. It isn't boring. That's what toy robots do.
Let's switch it on.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Maybe it needs batteries.
No, it's clockwork, but there's no key.
I'll magic a key.
Oh, Holly, I don't think we should use a magic key.
Magic can be dangerous. I'm sure it will be okay. Whatever happens, it'll be fun.
All right. Shush, Gaston. OK, let's see what happens.
It's working!
Master, what is your name?
Ooh. Is that what it's supposed to do? I don't know.
I'm Ben Elf.
Ben Elf, you are my master.
We thought robots went Help! Help!
Oh, no!
Put us down, you silly robot! Put the girls down!
I only answer to my master, Ben Elf.
Robot, put the fairies down, please.
Yes, Ben Elf.
And say sorry.
Sorry.
That was a bit scary. It's not like a normal toy robot. I think my key might have made it a bit magic.
But it seems to do what I say, so we should be okay.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, wise old elf.
What do you have there?
We found a toy robot.
It was broken, so we mended it.
Well done. Ah, yes. This is the old Mark Z33 built by the Elf Factory. It was a rather basic model.
Please don't get it angry.
I beg your pardon, Ben Elf. You talk as if it can understand.
Well, it does seem to.
It's just a toy robot, only capable of going, Put me down, you silly robot!
You are a rude old elf.
Ooh. Robot, put the wise old elf down.
Yes, Ben Elf.
Oh, very strange. I don't remember the Z33 being able to talk.
It's escaping! We'd better get it back.
Da-da-dum, do-da-dee-da. Da-da-la-la, da-dum-dee-da. Da-da-da-dum, da-dee-da-dee.
What a beautiful sound.
Da-da-dee-dum, da-dum-dee-da. Oh.
Where's it gone? Ah!
That sounds like Nanny Plum.
Help! Help! Robot, put Nanny Plum down.
Yes, Ben Elf.
Oof. Oh, thank you, Ben. What is this thing?
It's just a toy robot.
But it does anything Ben says.
Really?
Yes, watch this. Robot, clean up the courtyard.
Must clean up. Must clean up. Must clean up.
It's very good, isn't it? I'd like one of those to do all my cleaning.
You can borrow my robot if you want to.
That's very kind of you, Ben. Maybe I'll borrow it just for this evening.
OK, Robot, I'm going home now. But I want you to stay here and tidy the castle.
Yes, Ben Elf.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Must tidy up. Must tidy up.
My goodness.
Must tidy
What's
up.
this?
It's Ben's robot.
Tidy up.
Nanny has borrowed it to tidy up the castle.
It looks like it's doing a very good job.
Must tidy up. Must tidy up.
I think I prefer the traditional fairy way.
Dinner time!
Dinner.
I expect the robot has come to serve us our dinner.
Must tidy up. Must tidy up.
Oh,
Must
goodness
tidy
me!
up.
I think we should tell this robot to stop.
We can't. The robot only listens to Ben.
So what can we do?
Ben told the robot to tidy the whole castle. So maybe we should go to bed and let the robot finish.
Good idea, Holly. The robot should have finished tidying by morning.
Must tidy up. Must tidy up.
What? Is it morning already?
Must tidy up. Must tidy up.
Put me down! Put me down! Goodness me! What's happening?
The robot is tidying up everything.
Yes, including us.
It's a monster. How do we stop it?
Only Ben can stop it.
Hello, Mrs. Elf speaking.
Hello, Mrs. Elf. Sorry, it is a bit late, but this is an emergency. We need Ben. Now.
Righto! Ben, there's an emergency at the little castle. We have to go right away.
Righto! Elves to the rescue!
Who's the best at rescuing?
Elves are best at rescuing.
And what are we?
We're elves!
It's the elves.
Hooray!
Look, there's my robot.
Put me down! Oof!
Ben Elf. Master. Master. Master.
Oh, it's wound down.
Hooray!
But what could have caused the toy robot to act so strangely?
I think it was my magic key that did it.
Magic! What have you got there, Gaston? It's the proper key. Well done, Gaston.
Ben, are you sure that's a good idea?
It'll be fine.
Ah, that's the toy robot I remember.
Yeah, it's great.
Today's adventure starts in outer space.
Picnic on the moon.
Elf rocket to mission control. In a few minutes, we will land on the moon.
Very good, Mr. Elf. You are on target to land in the Sea of Tranquility.
Lovely. Once we're at the seaside, we can eat our picnic.
Oh, Nanny Plum, for the last time, we are not going for a picnic.
Why not?
Because this is a serious elf mission to the moon.
We can still have a picnic.
Ready, everyone? We are about to go where no elf has gone before.
Or fairy.
Oh, yes, sorry, Holly. We are going where no elf or fairy has gone before.
Woohoo!
Way!
Look how high I can jump.
This is brilliant.
All right, that's enough funny business. Here's my timetable for the mission. 1, land on moon. Done that. 2, plant the flag.
I am now King of the Moon.
Plant the flag. Done. 3, go back home.
But what about the picnic?
And you missed out the seaside.
Yes. Where's this Sea of Tranquility? I fancy a paddle.
Oh, the Sea of Tranquility doesn't have water in it. It's full of sand.
But where do the aliens go when they want to swim?
Aliens?
Nanny Plum said there might be aliens on the moon.
Well, that's just a fairy story. Ah, an alien! Hello?
Aliens! Amazing! Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Oh, that's nice. He's saying hello.
Can you speak alien, Nanny?
No.
This is Mission Control. What's going on up there?
We just met an alien.
Amazing. This is an historic, momentous occasion.
This is the biggest thing to happen ever.
Do you think he'd like a cheese sandwich?
Nanny Plum, we do not celebrate historic meetings with a cheese sandwich.
Maybe the aliens can show us where the seaside is.
There is no sea on the moon, only sand.
We can still build sand castles.
Yes. Bingo!
No! Don't start digging up the moon. You'll upset the aliens.
Look, the aliens love building sandcastles.
I'm a bit hungry.
Me too.
Time for the picnic.
No!
Magic basket, please.
Ah! Magic! Nanny Plum, are you waving your magic wand around?
I haven't got my wand, remember? It wasn't allowed on your silly elf mission.
Ah, yes.
Anyway, the magic picnic basket doesn't need a wand to work.
You just ask it for what you want.
Magic basket, please. Make us sandwiches with ham and cheese.
Hooray!
And now for pudding. Magic jelly.
Magic jelly!
Nanny Plum, we don't want another jelly flood.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Nanny Plum, I want you to think very carefully about what you are doing.
Whatever. Magic basket, please. Jelly, jelly!
What's it doing?
Oh, no! I forgot to say, not a lot.
Jelly blood!
Nanny! That's too much jelly!
Oh, dear.
Jelly blood!
What's happening?
Nanny Plum has flooded the Sea of Tranquility with jelly.
Nanny Plum! All the maps of the moon will have to be changed. The Sea of Tranquility is now the Sea of Jelly.
Sorry.
Sorry? The aliens will be very upset.
Jelly!
But the aliens like the jelly. They're eating it all up. They love it. I better make some more. Magic basket.
No! Nanny Plum, I forbid you to make any more jelly on this mission.
But look at the aliens' sad little faces. They're still hungry.
No more magic jelly.
OK. I was looking forward to having a bit of jelly myself. Oh.
Nanny! We can't eat the picnic anyway. Our space helmets are in the way.
That's the last straw. No water in the sea, and we can't eat food. What kind of picnic is this?
It's not a picnic!
OK, let's go home.
Nanny Plum's right. It's time to go.
Well, that's what I've been saying.
Bye-bye, aliens.
Bye!
I like aliens.
Yes, they're lovely.
Everybody get ready for takeoff. I will set the controls for... Oh.
What is it?
Fuel tank is empty.
Ah, we seem to be out of fuel.
What does that mean?
We are stuck on the moon forever.
Oh, no.
What? What's wrong?
I put enough fuel in the rocket to get to the moon, but I forgot about getting back.
Oh, dear. That was a bit silly.
Yes, it was very silly.
It's all because of your little elf rules. If you'd let us bring our fairy wands, we could have used magic to get us back. But of course,
There's been quite enough magic for one day with that picnic basket of yours.
I didn't mean to make so much magic jelly.
Magic jelly, of course. Nanny Plum, listen carefully. I want you to put the magic basket into the fuel tank.
Why?
There's no time for questions. Just do it.
Here's the fuel tank, Nanny Plum.
Now, ask the magic basket for jelly.
What? But you said no more magic jelly. Remember?
I know I did, but this is an emergency.
OK. How much jelly do you want?
A lot.
Rightio.
What? How will that help?
The jelly comes out of the magic basket at amazing speed. We can use the power of jelly to make the rocket fly back home.
If I'd said that, you'd say I was being silly.
But it's not you saying it. It's me.
And the wise old elf is very wise, Nanny Plum.
I suppose he is a bit clever. OK, let's give it a go. Magic basket, please. Jelly, jelly. Lots, lots, lots. Oh, hang on, everyone.
It worked!
Hooray!
Elf rocket to control. We are heading back to the Little Kingdom.
Using jelly power.
They're on their way home. Mr. Elf, please land the elf rocket in the frog pond.
Right-ho.
Where are they?
There they are!
Stand back, everyone.
Launch the dinghy.
We're home!
Welcome back, Ben and Holly.
We flew to the moon and back. The mission was a complete success.
Thanks to the wonders of elf cleverness.
Thanks to my magic jelly, you mean?
What?
Without my magic jelly, we'd still be on the moon.
Now, Nanny. Let's not argue over the little details. Let's just say elf skill got us to the moon and fairy magic got us home.
Today's adventure starts at the lake.
The elf submarine.
Your Majesty, may I present the Elf Factory's latest toy, the Elf Submarine.
Ah, yes. Jolly good. Does it float?
Does it float? Of course it floats. Allow us to demonstrate. We carefully chose this day to test the submarine, as there are no other boats on the lake.
Hello, me hearties!
It's Redbeard, the elf pirate.
Yo-ho-ho! Land ahoy!
Should the ship be leaning like that?
Maybe it's the weight of all that treasure.
She's sinking! Abandon ship! Abandon ship! Curses! Me ship and me treasure gone down to the bottom of the sea.
How sad. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a perfect day to test the submarine with no boats on the lake.
But what about Mr. Redbeard's treasure?
Yes, me treasure! How will I get it back?
If only we had some way of sailing underwater to look for it.
Ah, if only. Anyway, back to my submarine. There's
The submarine! We can use the submarine.
Clever Ben!
Hang on. The elf submarine is a toy. It's not for going on adventures.
Oh, so it can't go underwater.
Yes, it can.
It'll probably sink like a stone.
No, it will not.
Good. That's that sorted. Captain Redbeard, our submarine is at your service.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But
I'll be needing a crew.
Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard.
Can I come?
And me!
I'd better come too. If there's any trouble, I can use magic to help us.
no, Nanny Plum. There will be no magic on the elf submarine.
Because we're elves.
And elves don't do magic. Yes, we know.
Polly, my faithful friend, you'll have to wait here. Mr. Elf, steer the submarine.
Aye, aye.
Ben and Holly, wind up the engine.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What shall I do?
Why, you just sit there and look pretty, my little mermaid.
Ugh.
I know this lake. I've sailed on it often.
Are you a sailor?
I was a sailor. I'm not anymore.
Why not?
Big Bad Barry.
Who's Big Bad Barry?
Only the biggest, giganticest, most enormous fish the world has ever seen.
He's eaten 9 of Dad's boats.
You lost 9 boats? I thought I was a bad sailor.
I'm not a bad sailor. I'm just unlucky. That Big Bad Barry is quite big.
And bad.
Dive, if you please, Mr. Elf.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Oh, it's so pretty.
Look!
Where? What is it?
It's Redbeard's boat.
By Neptune, you're right. Well spotted, Ben.
Oh, for a moment I thought you'd seen Big Bad Barry.
Ho ho! Now I can get me treasure back.
Let's get it and go. I don't like it down here.
I love it. All the fish and the flowers.
And that big underwater cloud.
You don't get underwater clouds, me hearty. Shiver me timbers! It's a fish!
It's so big.
It looks bad.
Is it Barry?
It is. It's Big Bad Barry.
He's swimming towards Redbeard's boat.
Oh dear. He's going to eat it.
No! Me treasure! Did you see that? He swallowed it whole, like it were a grape.
Oh, what a shame. Shall we go home then?
Go home? But we haven't got me treasure.
Well, we can't do much about that now.
I never thought I'd say it, but Nanny Plum is right.
Unless you want to sail into Barry's stomach and take your treasure back, this adventure is over.
You're right, me fruity pancake. Take us home, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard. Who turned out the lights?
It's all gone dark.
Where are we?
Oh, we must have sailed into a cave. Mr. Elf was chatting instead of looking where he was going.
I was parked.
Well, we're somewhere strange, and no mistake. And I'll shave me beard off if there's not something fishy going on. Turn on the lights, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It smells fishy.
What a pong!
Where are we?
Look! Me ship!
There are more boats as well.
It's Bunty, the boat Big Bad Barry ate last winter. That's my old boat, Trixabel. And there's Fifi. And this Boo-Boo.
If all those boats are inside Big Bad Barry...
Then we must be inside Big Bad Barry.
By all that's wet and fishy, you're right. We're in the belly of the big fish.
That explains the smell.
Just think, all those years I tried to catch Barry, and now he's caught me.
How are we going to get out of here?
If we could get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth, we could just sail out.
Oh, very clever, Ben.
Only, how do we get him to open his mouth?
Maybe it's time to ask for a bit of advice.
Can someone answer their phone?
It's not my phone.
It's not mine either.
Oh, it's mine. Hello? Oh, hello, Nanny Plum. What's that? They've got good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
They've found the treasure.
Hooray!
And what's the bad news?
They've been swallowed by a giant fish.
What? Are they okay?
I'll ask. Is my submarine all right? It's not scratched, is it?
Listen, clever clogs. We need your help. How can we get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth?
Someone needs to talk to the fish.
Nanny Plum can speak fish.
Ah, Nanny Plum, you must tell the fish a joke and make him laugh.
That's an idea. A very stupid idea, but an idea.
What's the plan?
I'm going to tell Big Bad Barry a joke to make him laugh.
What utter nonsense!
It was the wise old elf's idea.
It's brilliant.
Everyone back on the sub. Get ready to sail.
What's a good fish joke? I know.
Did it work?
I don't know. He might not get it.
Something's happening.
I think he liked the joke.
Full steam ahead!
Aye, aye, Captain!
We did it!
The elf pirate Redbeard and his crew return. It's a triumph!
Hooray!
So you got the treasure?
Nope.
You got your boat?
Nope.
So, in what way is this trip a triumph, then?
Well, we're not inside a big fish.
In that case, Congratulations!
It's a shame the treasure's lost.
It's not lost. I know where it is, and no one will ever find it in the belly of Big Bad Barry.
That's true.
Of course it is, me tasty little fruit tree.
Ugh.
Nanny Plum, what was the joke you told Big Bad Barry?
It was, where do fish keep their money?
We don't know. Where do fish keep their money?
In a riverbank.
That's not very funny.
I know. It's a bit of a rubbish joke. But then fish find the silliest things funny. They have very small brains.
Where do fish keep their money? Oh, I get it. A riverbank. Oh, that's brilliant.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Visiting the marigolds.
Hi, Holly. Do you want to come and play?
I'd like to play, Ben, but I can't.
We're going to visit King and Queen Marigold.
They're a bit snooty.
I'm glad I'm not going.
I wish I wasn't going.
Maybe your mum will let you stay and play with me.
Mummy, can I play with Ben today?
What a good idea.
Hooray!
Ben can come too.
Oh.
That's all right, isn't it, Mr. Elf?
Oh, yes. Go off and enjoy yourself, Ben. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, you're coming too, are you? OK. Magic car, drive on.
This is fun. A magic car.
Yes, it uses fairy dust to make it go.
Cool.
I want you all on your best behaviour today.
Yes, Queen Thistle.
King and Queen Marigold's home will be full of very precious things.
Horrible, but precious.
So you mustn't touch anything.
Visiting King and Queen Marigold sounds like hard work.
It'll be exhausting.
Here we are, King and Queen Marigold's castle.
Oh, what a horrible building.
Such bad taste.
It's beautiful.
Cool castle.
Hello and welcome.
Holly, you remember King and Queen Marigold?
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello, and this is my best friend Ben. You've met him before.
Of course. The charming little goblin.
I'm not a goblin. I'm an elf.
Oh, an elf? How exotic.
Did you have a pleasant journey?
It must be so nice to leave your little kingdom behind for a day.
Tell us honestly, what do you think of our castle?
Honestly, it looks like a complete...
It's very nice.
I wish we had a castle like this, Mummy.
Oh, before we had it rebuilt in plastic, it was made of stone. Imagine, how primitive.
Our castle is made of stone.
Ah, but you live in an old-fashioned castle. It must be very uncomfortable.
Not really.
Oh, you've brought your ladybird. Ugh.
Down, Gaston, down!
Ugh, that means he likes you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Let's go inside.
We'll give you the tour.
Can Gaston come too?
As long as he wipes his feet.
Yes, if you could all wipe your feet.
And please don't touch anything.
And if you could, try not to breathe too heavily.
We've got lots of precious things. As you can see, we've turned the idea of the hallway on its head.
Ridiculous.
Wow, it's all upside down.
Amazing.
Oh, where's Gaston gone?
There's Gaston. He's walking on the ceiling.
No, Daddy. Gaston's walking on the upside-down floor.
Clever Gaston.
Yes, and I see he didn't wipe his feet. Nanny, clean it up.
I'm not your servant.
That's right, Nanny. You're my servant.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
So, clean it up, Nanny.
Yes, Your Majesty. Muddy footprints, away you go.
Good. Now, where were we?
There are 100 rooms in our castle.
What do you do with all those rooms?
We fill them, my boy, with things.
This is our collection of pebbles.
Pebbles?
Oh, there is nothing quite as wonderful as a well-polished pebble.
Oh, indeed.
What do they do?
They're beautiful.
Please don't touch them.
We don't want them to get sticky. Children always have sticky hands.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
Do you think the pebbles look beautiful, King Thistle?
What? Oh, yes. Very, pebbly.
This way.
Ugh! Green fly. Good boy, Gaston. You won't be needing dinner now.
Oh, I see you found our pet greenfly. Lucinda, Gucci, and Timmy.
Oh, but where is Timmy? Timmy!
Timmy! Timmy!
Perhaps he's gone for a walk. Timmy!
Gaston, spit Timmy out.
Ah, Timmy.
Playing hide and seek, were we?
Now you may find the next room a little chilly.
It's freezing in here.
Yes, this room must be kept well below freezing temperature at all times.
All these lovely things are made of ice.
They look very beautiful, Queen Marigold.
Yes, they're, cool.
Please don't touch.
Are they made with magic?
Oh, no, that would be too easy.
They're made from ice that froze over 1,000 years ago.
Ooh.
And hand-carved by Norwegian mining pixies.
These sculptures are one of a kind and simply irreplaceable.
Ooh, a swan, that's nice. I like swans. Oh, dear.
Nanny, what have you done?
You've broken the swan's head off.
It's all right. I'll magic another one. Abracadabra, make me a bird. Ice thingy.
Nanny, that's not a swan.
It looks like a hen.
Or a duck, maybe.
It looks lovely. I like ducks.
This way! Do keep up!
This is our finest and most treasured collection of all antique toys.
Amazing. You must play in here all the time.
I could play here forever.
This monkey is over 100 years old.
And this clown is over 200 years old. Apparently, they were made at the elf factory by someone called the Wise Old Elf.
We know the wise old elf.
You know the wise old elf? What's he like?
He's wise.
He's old.
He's a grumpy old elf that's a bit clever.
This is my favorite toy.
A clockwork fairground ride.
But sadly, it's broken.
Don't worry, I can mend it.
I don't think so. It needs to be seen by an expert.
Elves are experts, and I'm an elf.
And I can help you, Ben.
Rah! Don't touch!
These toys must not be touched by children.
We'll have to touch it to mend it.
Okay.
Beep, beep.
Whee! This is fun!
There, it stopped.
I wanted to go again.
Oh, yes, again.
More.
OK.
King and Queen Marigold's castle isn't boring at all.
Yes, actually, it's quite fun, isn't it?
Beep, beep.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The party.
Come on, everyone. We've got to get ready for the party.
Party?
Daisy and Poppy's birthday party.
Oh no! Party!
Two magical toddlers are bad enough.
But when all their little friends turn up, it's terrible!
I've got it. We'll have the party, but we won't invite any guests.
Da-da-da-da! I've sent out all the party invites and everybody's coming.
Oh, who's coming?
There's little Tarquin.
Tarquin like party.
Oh no, Tarquin is a monster.
And there's Raspberry.
Not my little sister. Even her wand is rude.
And Nettle Elf.
My little sister. She's got a stinging nettle in her hat, and it stings when you touch it. Nettle Elf is the naughtiest of the lot.
What do you expect? She's got a pirate for an uncle.
Yes, Redbeard the elf pirate.
This party is going to be a disaster.
Don't worry, I've got it all planned. We'll have magic games, followed by my magic show, and ending with magic jelly.
Magicy!
I was wrong. The party's not going to be a disaster. It's going to be a catastrophe.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I know, King Thistle. You could have an elf party.
A what?
An elf party has no magic at all.
But what about my magic show? The toddlers love a magic show.
We have the Great Wizardo, an elf conjurer. He doesn't do real magic. It's just tricks.
I like it, Ben. It sounds very safe.
Yeah, and boring.
Exactly. Nanny Plum, call this Great Wizardo and tell him we've got children we want to bore. I mean, entertain.
Ugh, very well, Your Majesty.
Welcome to the party.
Tarquin like party.
Bye-bye, Tarquin. Be good.
Yes, Mama.
Oh. Hello, Nettle. Ow! That stings.
Nanny Plum, me fruity pancake.
Ugh.
Enjoy the party, Nettle. I'll be back to pick you up later.
Oh, settle down, children, please.
The Great Wizardo!
That's just the wise old elf.
I'm not just the wise old elf. I'm also a children's entertainer.
Oh, carry on then. These children are a bit of a handful, especially when they do magic.
There won't be any magic at this party. I'll put the toddlers' wands into the library, where they can't cause any trouble.
Very clever.
Let's get this party started. Musical statues. When the music stops, you have to stand as still as a statue. Aha! Raspberry, I saw you move. And you, Nettle.
That's because they haven't been turned to stone yet.
Ah! Strawberry! You've magicked them into real statues.
Of course. That's how we fairies play musical statues.
This is not a fairy party. Turn them back to normal.
OK.
The big children's wands are going into the library with the others. Now it's time to play Stick the Tail on the Donkey. Here's the donkey.
Looks like a cabbage.
Or a duck.
It's a donkey. Now, I will blindfold Nettle Elf and she'll try to stick this tail on the donkey.
Ow! She stung me again!
It's a stupid game anyway. You need a big dragon to stick the tail on.
Ah, looks like the twins' party has started.
Get rid of the dragon!
All right. Just trying to liven the party up a bit.
I'm putting the grown-ups' wands in the library too. Now for my conjuring show.
Hooray!
Queen Thistle, please take a card. Don't show me. What is your card?
The Two of Hearts.
Your card is the Two of Hearts.
That's the worst trick I've ever seen.
I thought it was rather good. How's it done?
For my next trick, I will turn myself into a mouse.
Ooh.
You little ones need to wait behind this door for a moment.
How do you change yourself into a mouse?
I put these ears on and this nose, then I...
Was it a good idea putting the toddlers in the library?
What?
It's the same room. You put all the wands in.
Ah. Don't worry, the great Wizardo will sort this out. I'll show them my mouse trick. That will surprise them.
They'll be surprised how bad it is. So it might work.
Look, children, I've turned myself into a...
Mousy!
Squeak!
Wow, that's not a bad costume.
The toddlers have magicked the wise old elf into a real mouse.
Squeak! Can someone please magic me back into an elf?
No, we can't do any magic because somebody put all the wands in the library.
Ah, yes. Squeak!
Ahoy, me hearties! I'm here to pick up my niece, Nettle.
Oh, actually, the party's not quite over yet.
No?
The toddlers are in the library with the dangerous spell books.
They've got all the magic wands. And they've magicked the wise old elf into a mouse.
Squeak!
Sounds like a fun party.
Oh, no, it's gone quiet.
They're up to something.
Let's take a look. Hello? Hello?
There's no one here. Just our wands.
Oh, it's good to have you back again.
Nanny, now you have your wand again. Would you mind,
Of course, oh great Wizardo. Silly old elf, back to yourself.
Oh, so where be the poor little toddlers?
I was afraid of this. Daisy and Poppy have found the secret passageway.
Where does the secret passageway go?
To the secret room.
I never knew we had a secret room.
That's because it's secret. The room contains a magical force that must never be let out.
So, not a good room for toddlers to be in, then. I hear the sound of excited little ones and something else. We must not enter.
Honestly, what a lot of fuss about a terrible magical force of unimaginable power. I'll handle this.
Good luck, me brave little pumpkin.
Go on.
What can you see?
Terrible things.
Redbeards to the rescue! Here be the toddlers. Hang on, Nanny Plum! Here she be! You're safe now, my plum pudding. I've seen many a terrible thing at sea, but nothing as bad as what I saw in that room.
That's why we tend to keep the door locked.
Good. The party's over. It all went rather well, I thought.
But what about the jelly? We haven't had magic jelly yet.
Magic jelly! Magic jelly!
All right, Nanny, but please don't make too much this time.
Look! Magic jelly!
That's good. The party must be almost over.
Ah, Raspberry. Have you had a nice time?
Yes, Mummy.
Tarquin, say thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure.
Goodbye, Nettle. Ow! She stung me again.
It's Raspberry's birthday next. We hear you've got a children's entertainer who's good with toddlers.
Yes. Here he is. The great Wizardo.
Wonderful. See you all at Raspberry's party then.
Party!